Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Harmony One. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at the daily chart on TradingView, I just want to quickly zoom out and show you the swing high and the swing low that I have set up for this Fibonacci retracement. And if you don't know how to use the Fibonacci retracement, there's going to be a link down below in the description to a video where I explain how to use the Fib retracement. So we have our swing high in January of 2022 and the swing low in June of 2021. And we've gone down all the way below our technical target at the 1.618 fib level, which was sitting at 0.01313 on the price there. So if I zoom in and we take a look at this fib level here, so you can see that we broke below it. We held it as support initially in November and December, and then we broke down below. We had this little channel down pattern with a fake out, and then we had this strong impulsive move to the upside, and we were up 148%. So since the last update on Harmony One, which was 7 days ago, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we've gone up another 25%, which is pretty good. Harmony One has had a good run here, but right now it looks like we're going to be seeing a pullback. Potentially, you could even draw some sort of a channel here. Actually, that wouldn't work. We'd have to, it doesn't matter. The point is we're very overextended and we're going to need to be looking for some support levels down below. Now, the immediate support obviously is going to be the 20 EMA, but since the EMAs have gone vertical here, just because of the sheer quickness of the move, you can see that we are probably not going to hold the EMA as support for a very long time if Bitcoin has a little pullback. So I would be looking at this purple support block, which we've held as support all the way back in June of 2022 and October of 2022. So this would be anywhere between 0.01703 and 0.01580. So hopefully we can hold this support block here. We even retested it here as support in January 19th, as you can see, once we had that little pullback there. So potentially holding this level is going to be great. If we start losing that, you always have the yellow support trend line at 0.01359. And that's a pretty important level because this was our initial swing high in August of 2020. And right now we can come back down and retest it as support. Now, if we break below the yellow trend line, you have the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level at 0.01313. And what we can also do here is we can drop in a small Fibonacci retracement. So from that, from this local low to this local high that we printed in August of last year, you can see that we broke above the golden ratio. Let me remove the large fib behind. We broke above the golden ratio and we're holding it as support for now, but I think we're going to probably see a move to the downside, at least retesting the 0.382, because this is quite parabolic. This isn't really sustainable over a long period of time. So yeah, that's what I think for Harmony One. If you want to enter, I wouldn't be entering now. Like, I would wait for a pullback because we're gonna get the interest rates information very, very soon. We're gonna see whether they increased by 25 or 50 basis points. I think everyone knows it's gonna be 25 basis points, but Jerome's speech afterwards is what really is going to be important, because he can say some really, really hawkish stuff that's going to bring the markets down. And if we take a look at the daily RSI, I would be targeting this light blue support trend line for entries. As you can see, we had multiple touches off of it ever since July 2022. So we could see a bounce from here and a move to the upside once again, just like this. Right, and this is going to be your entry point. So set up your buy limit orders in advance, and let's jump into the Binance chart. So taking a look at the weekly chart on Binance, as you can see, we broke out of this falling wedge. We are above the 20 EMA on the weekly, which is really good. If we manage to hold it as support and continue upwards from here, that is going to be perfect, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So you have to be ready for both outcomes. You have to be ready for a scenario where Harmony One doesn't pull back and we continue with this move to the upside, potentially taking out the 55 EMA here on the weekly, which from where we are would be another 140% move to the upside. So honestly, I think we're going to see a little pullback. If we continue to the upside, we do have another Fibonacci retracement here, by the way. So this one is set up with the swing high all the way up in January of 2022. And the swing low, where was the swing low? Actually, the swing low was presumably if we set it from here, if we dropped all the way down to our target that we had at 0.00773. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the Fib retracement just slightly higher, just like that. So if we continue with this uptrend, I do think we could be taking out this August high, which is sitting at 0.03108. That's going to be our next major target. Once we break out of that and we manage to hold it as support, that's going to be a very bullish statement from Harmony One. And from there, we can obviously continue, and then we can take out the golden ratio at 0.09141. So you also need to pay attention to this large diagonal resistance trend line. It was a support level for quite a while. Then we lost it in June of 2022. We retested it as resistance in August, and potentially we could see another move to the upside here where we come all the way up to that resistance level and we retest it, and then we come back down, potentially to the yellow trend line or maybe even lower. But just know that this could be a good area to take some profits, especially if you're entering down here. And yeah, that's what we have in terms of these resistance levels. Long term, I think we're doing pretty good for Harmony One. Let's see, from the all-time high prices here, we're only down, well, not only, we're down 94% pretty much, but we were down 97%. So potentially the bottom has been printed here, unless we see any flash crashes and any major bearish events, any black swan events. We're probably not going to be coming back down to these prices, but hey, who knows? Like I said, you have to be ready for both outcomes at all times. So I think once we break above the August high and once we break above this light blue diagonal resistance trend line, I think that's going to be a pretty dead giveaway that, you know, the bottom is in and we're moving towards our all-time high prices here at 37 cents, and we might even be taking those out. Potentially our 1.618 target for the next bull market is going to be at $3.62 for Harmony One. You also have a target here at $1.01, which is the 1.272, and the 1.414 at $1.71. So let me just get that knob on. There we go. So yeah, those are going to be our targets for the next bull market. And like I said, we just took the low that we printed here at the end of December, and we took the high that we printed at the beginning of January last year. And these are the extension levels that we're getting. So all of these are going to be great take profit zones for Harmony One. I think $3.65 is a bit of a stretch, to be honest with you, because that's going to be 18,000%. But I think getting to $1.80 is doable. $1 is doable as well. So that's in between 4,000 and 6,000%, 4,000 and 7,000% and of gains. So hopefully this all comes to fruition. Hopefully all of this works out. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. As always, also checking out the weekly RSI, you can see that we ran into this resistance block that we've had for multiple weeks or multiple months even on Harmony One, and this was a good area to take some profits. So if you had this, congratulations, and you want to buy back in, just wait for the pullback, buy off of a support level. So Thank you all for watching. This has been the update for Harmony 1. I'm going to see you in the next one. Feel free to check out my Patreon. There's going to be a 7-day free trial. The link is down below in the description. You can also check out my Twitter and Discord servers. Thank you and take care.